Hello, it's Johnny. Just giving you guys an update what I'm working on. I'm almost finished with the artwork. I'm probably will do the same thing with retro arcade. What I did is I love Ninja Turtle, so I went to Google the picture. I put down TM Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle dash or space arcade uh, artwork artwork and then I just search by image, and I was able to find this, that, and the way this cabinet is, it's not long enough, so I couldn't get the whole World Ninja Turtle in there. So I have to reprint this because this is the size of the paper 8.5, which is this one. Okay, and what I did is I used this regular paper to measure what is the width, and exactly the same as the regular printer paper. But the problem I didn't use this picture was because it's too long. Okay. Now I noticed that this picture, the face is much wetter, but it will look better with the dark, with the more color in it. Then I got another one. I put it in the back of this picture. It's more lighter, and so if you put a light behind it, it probably will not look as good. So this one would probably be a better one to use, because I went and found another one that the face is not red, but then everything else is kind of light, not really dark. And so this one was too long. See right here is too long, so I couldn't use this one. And you just use a regular paper, because if you those are not a sticky one. This one I have to go purchase a sticky paper, so I peel it off, and I actually have to take the case. I have to pretty much take everything apart, and I have to take this apart and then to cut it. So this is the original PiCade right here, and I have to put the paper in, and then put the screw in so it won't move, and then just dig in using a box cutter and just cut a hole around it using a sharp using this one paper, the thin cutter, and I just use this and just cut around it and just pop the thing back in. And then after that, once I put those back in, I put the screw back in, and then I use a marker to mark it in the back which one is 1, 2, 3, 4, so I know which cable is what. The cable is out here. I have to plug all this back in. And one thing I didn't like about the way the PiCade design, just letting you guys know, they're using this to drive the Pi and everything. But one thing I didn't like is using the GPI pin. For what purpose? I don't know. I mean, you don't need to. But the bad thing is, once you sandwich it together, it's just like a retro arcade that I'm working on too. I'm gonna solder and put a fan in it, and this one have the same issue. This one is soldered together, and it's not because the control card. This is soldered together. Well, it is a control card. They solder together and create a problem. So that make me want to go back to regular USB controller, the one I bought, where I have a whole bunch of different color light and shiny. I like that one. That's what this pretty much does. It's just a USB that connect the control card. So and the video is actually pretty. I put this paper behind it, and it took me a couple of tries. Let me show you. I have to print it out in the regular paper, and the first time I printed it out, it was not long enough. It was too short. But I was able to find those little icons that show you how to play the game, and so I put it there. But some reason, once I put this joystick on top, as you can see, it's kind of like at first I thought that's in a good spot, but once I put the joystick down, it's kind of covered. So I'm like, wow, really? So I might just redo. When I put the other side in, I have to go ahead and I'll go ahead and redo the screen again. And also one thing, and bring that thing a little bit higher. And one thing, I found a piece of stupid hair inside again. And the hardest thing of all is trying to keep the screen clean, because whenever you clean it, it builds a static and stuff just gets stuck in there. And let's see what else. And then it's very hard to pull this once you put it into the socket of the behind the joystick 2 button. Once you put it in, it's really hard to take it out. So you have to get a plier like this and just pull that thing out. Just grab it and pull. And that's how I'm able to get them out, because I can't put the paper in with all that thing plugged in, so I have no choice to pull it out. And one thing I also didn't like is that the controller does not have A, B, C, D in it at all. You know, and there's no clear button that you could put something is a solid color. It's not like some other button that where you could pop the plastic off and you can put A, B, C. You cannot on this. So you have to remember it's A, B, X, Y, and then L1, L2. So since I've been playing with Retro Arcade, the mini one that I'm working on, I'm gonna solder it, make the hardware modification like I'm doing with this one, put the artwork in, and then I'll go back and do the software with Raspberry Pi. And right now I have the sticker here. I thought that this sticker was able to stick on something, but it turned out this thing is coming like a couple inches out, so it doesn't need to be that long, so I need to cut that down. So, and I might just put the same color over here and put some cute little picture here, or maybe a fake coin button here, so it look like there's a coin button. And so I have to copy this and cut and paste, and then reprint it, and then I can stick it over here, so that way I don't have, because the 8.5 by 11 is long enough to, it is 8 by 11. It's not long enough to cover the whole arcade. And same thing on the top, see? So you got that missing piece right there. So I have to redo that. I have to copy, cut that, paste it, and then print it. So at the same time, I don't want to waste the whole sticker. So when I reprint this and reprint that piece, I have to print 4 pieces for one, 2 on both sides and then 2 on both sides on top. And then I'm gonna print some cute stuff that I found, you know, Ninja Turtle or something, and put it in the front. And so I'm working on this. It's coming along pretty good. It looks pretty cool. I want to put the light in the top. It does have the LED extra plug there, so I could plug it in and put a light on top. And since it's a clear cover like this, I could put a light on top and let it shine, so it will look, the Makia will have bright shiny stuff. So actually coming along pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. I just need to finish up the top and this side, and I put all the screw back on this side. Now I have to turn around and do on this side. Okay, so I have to take that button out, and put the picture here. And I have the picture already pre-cut, using because they're both sides identical. So I already got it pre-cut. The hole is cut, and I poked some hole in there using I draw a pen, using a pen drawer, and then I use a scissor to poke a hole. So I know that is the area. So I draw with a pen first. That's the area I need to draw the screw in. So when I put it in, I could just tape it right on top, like so, on this side, and then just screw everything back on. So this side will be a little bit faster because I already got it pre-made. I just need to stick it right here, okay? And that will be pretty cool. And then, so it won't look so boring as a regular arcade Pi. Now it look more like a arcade system. I like it. It's pretty cool. Okay, all right. So that's something that you guys could do. You just use a regular computer, like I did. I did with this one. And some of them, like this one, was way too long. I found a picture, you know, for the button. Most of the time you find one that already have a button layout, already have the whole setup for you. But I don't need that. I only have one controller, so I don't have 4 controller. So I need one, just the house with the Ninja Turtle on it. So So I was able to put that on pretty nice, and with the colorful button, it looked pretty cool, you know. So it looked nice, and so once I get it up, I'm going to program it. I'm going to try to I am going to overclock this one, and I'm going to put a fan in it, because right now that thing doesn't support fan. It doesn't come with a fan, and this thing costs $207. $200.04. I mean $4. $204. Sorry, not 7 cents. And that pie thing that they have, they suggest you put this on top and then put all the thing in. I'm gonna put all the pin in first, then put it on top. To me, make it easier for me to access, especially in this tight corner. So they want you to put this in and put that on top. One thing of advice: don't try to screw this tiny one in here. Is I got it working because I use this 5.5 little thing to help me hold those pins. Because one side is screwing, one side have to hold it. That's the bad thing, is one side have to hold it, so you have to have two hands screwing the screw in. And so I use this to, this is a 5.5, I don't know if they call it meter or centimeter, I have no idea, but it says 5.5 right there, and that helped me to hold the head. So those of you who are interested in buying and only come with one speaker, because it only allow one speaker. So, and this, once you put that PC card in here, it doesn't have, and the only copper I have that is small enough is aluminum. And since this is an Ethernet, I'm not going to use the Ethernet that much. Once everything's set up, I don't need it. So I use an aluminum heatsink instead of copper, which it should be okay. But when you're playing game, you want the copper here and the copper in the bottom for the fan. But I don't like the idea that this thing is not so high from the ground, because they want you to grab the micro SD card from here, from the bottom when you pull it out. So that's why they have it kind of low to the bottom. So once you put that sandwich on it, there's no air for the fan. So I might have to mount the fan on the side, or mount it somewhere where I could blow the fan, suck the fan out or something, because yeah, the way they designed this, it's not bad. The arcade cabinet is not bad. It's just that I didn't like the idea that they did not think about the fan. So a lot of people don't realize that Raspberry Pi does heat up, especially if you play the game a lot, you know, and it will heat up. So alright, so that's my update on my Pi. That is the video card for. You just have to pull this black pin up and push it in, and then screw those two pins on it. This is what's holding this monitor. So once you take that screw out, the monitor will fall off, and the bottom piece is holding it too. So you got a top piece, bottom piece holding this monitor, and the monitor will just come out. So I have to take the screw out again, unplug this, take the screw out, so I could take the monitor out and clean the cat hair that got in there for some stupid reason. This is my second attempt trying to clean that screen, and it's very easy because the plastic, once you clean it, it builds static, and so if you have any hair flying around, it just suck right to it. So yeah, I'll have to do it again. So when I take this off, see, I have another picture of Mutant Ninja Turtle in the back right there, and that one is more lighter. You can't really see it from this side, but the April face is more not that red. But I just put that in the back because I figure, okay, you know, that way I won't lose it in case I want to replace it or something, depending on how well the light go when I put the light in the back. And so that's my video for my and that's my Raspberry Pi B version, B plus. It's called a Raspberry Pi B 3B plus. Got the 3B plus. Alright, and I'll give you an update once I get this finished and show you how it look. It probably look very nice. So far I like it. I like Ninja Turtle, the arcade cabinet. It look nice. I wish somebody would make it, you know. But apparently they're not making it. They're just making the other type of game. All right, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.